Greetings folks and welcome to episode 2 of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
White clouds, great tree moon, 3 houses.
So we are now officially beginning chapter 1. In the previous episode, of course, we covered the prologue.
The mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
There's some interesting art right there.
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
Hence the subtitle Three Houses, I assume.
By a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the last episode, I haven't played the other Fire Emblem games, so this is all new lore to me, but I think I'm just starting to get the hang of it all.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
Raya's here.
Oh, was that the girl from the start that we were speaking to?
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
I think it was. The girl, I mean. Our character was just like, yeah, I know you.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Okay, so we can go ahead and pretty much select either of these, I believe.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Raya.
Lady Raya.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Raya.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left
Well,
this place.
she seems very
I could
astute.
introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Okay, make sure you respond with "my name is" for a boost.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Okay. So, we got our first formal introduction there
force back
to
into the
Raya.
Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
Yeah, looks like we got a job. As a mercenary or as a servant? Well, let's go ahead and choose as a servant, even though I'm only asking at this point, of course.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it.
I'm
You
pretty
heard
sure
those
you get that
guys
response
earlier
regardless.
talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Raya.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Oh.
No.
Goodness me.
I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Raya. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh,
Okay.
it's you then? So young.
Yeah, we're a teacher now.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and choose your songstress. I think we get a boost for this. Yep.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
Yeah, somebody remind me again how we ended up just going on a mission with all of the most important people of the various houses.
It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Raya will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck! you'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Raya? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flame is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Raya, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Right, so our first order of business is to basically go ahead and speak to a load of people, but there is one particular individual we need to speak to first in order to begin the adventure, to begin our first quest, so to speak. Sometimes this little dude moves on the loading line. I'm not sure whether that's me moving him or if it's just random. But he ain't going anywhere this time. Ah, more cutscene action. Yeah, this is certainly an interesting school, this monastery. It's the place you go to learn to move your lips without any words coming out your mouth. That's one of the main dudes, of course. One of the three. Dimitri, is it? Okay, so yeah, we do need to go ahead then and speak to Raya. We're going to have a bit of a tutorial first about exploring. We can move the camera, we can zoom in and out, and we can run as well. And if you're ever unsure what to do next, look to the left side of the screen. Your current objectives will be displayed there. So yeah, we do need to accept the quest from Raya. Just before we do that, just have a bit of a exploration or looking at the controls and stuff. So yeah, seems fairly obvious stuff. We can zoom in as well and zoom out. Yeah, I think the standard camera angle is going to be best. And this is all very nice and fluid. Right, let's go ahead and speak to Raya then, shall we? Can we bring the map up? Or do we just have to make use of the mini-map? I think it's just the latter. Oh, we can change the map. How did I do that? Oh, right, with the ZR button. Okay, we can also bring the map up to fill the screen here. And we can see the various NPCs scattered about, so... how did I do that? Okay, that was the R button. And we can see there's not much in facilities at the moment. Okay, right, let's go ahead and speak to Leah. And she's flashing.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
Okay, we've got our first quest.
May I ask a favor of you?
And our first quest is to go ahead and speak to the 3 individual house leaders. And we'll be able to gather information from them. So let's go ahead and accept. And you can see the reward we'll get for completing this quest as well. Quests are tasks given to you by the people around the monastery. Those who can give you or are involved with quests will have icons by them. Consult the quest main to see the quest you have accepted. Okay. So if we go ahead and make our way down to quests, we can see we've just picked up informal introductions, and that just takes us back to the same information page. I'm assuming later on we're going to have more than one quest at a time. So that particular journal is going to be coming in of use then.
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Yeah, so we can chat to pretty much everybody, I think, that we come across here. We can also go ahead and look at the map to see where we can move to. We're currently on the 2nd floor. So it looks like we can make our way over to the reception hall, amongst other places as well. It doesn't look like there's much going on in these other rooms right now, so we'll explore them a little bit later as well. For now, we're just going to head down towards the 1st floor. Okay, you actually have to approach the arrow there rather than the door. Okay, so this is the reception hall. And these guys don't have icons on the map, which is why we can't actually speak to them. Okay, I'm just going to turn around for a moment, because we can actually explore more of the area, as you can see there. So let me just bring the map up a sec. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... Which way did we come into this place from? There's Edelgard. We'll speak to her momentarily. Let's just check up north here, though. You can't go past here. Which was the way we just came down from? Because I don't remember exploring all of this area. But anyway, we can see the quest objectives on the map. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this should take us, just so I get my bearings correct. Okay. Right, so that'll take us back to the Archbishop person thingy. If I just bring up the mini-map here. Yep, we're back up on the 2nd floor now. So we can go ahead and chat to some people that we couldn't speak to before.
I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Raya need doing today?
And it is generally a good idea just to chat to everybody, I believe. Everybody that can be spoken to, anyhow.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Right, okay. Couple more down here. See what they've got to say for themselves. A crest analyzer. I wonder what that is. Let's go ahead and speak to Monocle Dude.
I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment.
Yeah, his name's Hanneman, but I'm going to call him Monocle Dude from now on, since it's easy to remember. I have no idea what that crest could be, but we've analysed it.
Oh, Professor.
She's not going to start hitting on us
Dropping
again,
by
is she?
so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door.
Oh my goodness.
Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
Interesting person. This is either a mannequin or the leftovers of the last bloke that she flirted with. Right, let's head out of here. And we'll just make our way around the southern area. Check if there's anything going down. Although it doesn't look like there is. So we can probably go ahead now and make our way. Oh, there's Thomas that we can speak to here.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodler. I am Thomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Okay, can we go into the library? Nope. And it's a dead end up this way. Must remember we can actually sprint. And with all these lengthy corridors here, it's probably a good thing to do, isn't it? What have we got over here? Nothing at the moment. And it looks like nothing up here either. So, right, I think we've explored... Oh, that's a cat. I thought it was like a weird squelchy thing on the floor a moment ago. Anyway, I think we've explored everything upstairs that there is to explore. Did we speak to Cyril? Yeah, we did. He was the first person we interacted with up here when we came back up. So let's make our way back down to the first floor. And then we'll go ahead and speak to Edelgard. Who is down here.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
We can select yes to this. And then we can just talk about the various people here. For example, let's go for a random one.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Okay, so these are the various students that we can learn about. We get to learn about their personality traits, but also their various stats and what have you. And we can even... Yeah, we can even speak to the students themselves as well if we can find them. So, you can go ahead and do that. Since I don't actually know what any of that stuff means right now, I'm not going to worry about it. But let's just go ahead and make our way over to the various other leaders of the houses that we need to talk to.
You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life.
Oh, indeed.
No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Right, let's head over to the east. To the west even. And it looks like our next dude is located in the courtyard over here.
Yeah, that's so.
Yep. Okay, but before we speak to them, let's just see if anybody else has got anything to say for themselves. So this is probably some of the students.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
That we can, you know, use and see their stats for.
Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Okay, I won't speak to them all for now, but you get the general idea. Let's go ahead and speak to Claude.
Teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude Von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Again, we can select yes or no. I'm just going to select no for now. I think we're already going to be... well, actually, not we, but me, myself. I know who I'm going to be selecting of the three houses. I think it's going to be Edelgard. So let's go ahead and head over to the third and final leader, which is Dimitri. And he's just over here, also in the courtyard.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blaithid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance.
Yeah, not that we really got much choice in the matter.
To the monastery.
Ah, thank you, Dimitri.
I
We
hear
try.
you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
We can select yes and just go through some of these good folks if we wish to do so. We could even see Dimitri's stats.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think?
Oh, he seems to
I'm
level up a
afraid
little
my
bit faster
story
than the other
has not
two.
been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped. Me? I'm afraid.
Okay.
Hello.
I appreciate your effort.
Okay, quest complete. We haven't even got to return. We get an iron sword. Nice. Oh, we do need to return now. Let's go ahead and return to the audience chamber then. Let's get things moving, shall we?
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far?
It's possible we have to make an important choice now.
Halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our three houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining two houses.
Yeah, this is where we get to make an important choice now. And the thing to note is that this choice is permanent. So if you change your mind, you have to create a new save file. So we've obviously got the Edestrian Empire, which is led by Edelgard, whatever her name is. The Leicester Alliance, led by Claude. And then the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, which is led by Dimitri. So you can go around, as you saw, and see what the units are like with their various stats and stuff by speaking to each of these people. But I'm just going to go ahead here and select
So you have
Edelgard.
chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Edelgard. I'll get it right eventually.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
We don't get much of a choice here. I actually can't tell whether we're older or younger than our students. We've already been criticised for being a child, haven't we, multiple times?
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate.
We certainly seem to have a mix of personalities amongst our students here.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Right, so there's going to be a few things for us to do. But not just yet. Need to get through the obligatory cutscenes and stuff, of course. There are new places to explore in the monastery. And we get 1,000 gold from the Church of Syros as funding for this month's activities. And this is going to be a regular occurrence. Well, a monthly occurrence.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic.
Yeah, this is important.
But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And do you believe I have one of these
I suspect
crests?
as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Okay, we're going to select the top option. Do what you can to find out. You get a boost then.
Bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Right, so looks like time is advancing again for us here.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Okay, the Monastery Schedule features different events on different days. Each week you will have one day off, when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be Explore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Okay. So, obviously we have limited number of days each month to get everything done that we want to get done. And I believe this is the date today. So... we can view schedule details. It's your first day off today since arriving at the monastery. And we can go ahead and select some of these other days as well. For example, we have the House Rivalry Battle on the 30th. Which I believe is like a test. Kind of like another tutorial battle with the other houses. But we'll see how that all works later on, no doubt. And we can still access the menu. We can save here as well, can we? Alright then, folks. Well, I think at this point we'll finish the episode off. And I'm going to do a little bit of research on what's best to do in terms of making sure we get everything done during the next set of days. So I hope you guys are going to stick with me as we continue on with our Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough here. I know we haven't done a whole lot of exciting battles and stuff today, but we've managed to, you know, continue to get a grasp of some of the game systems here, and have gained access, of course, to the monastery, of which we are now the professor, or a professor, I should say. But thanks for stopping by today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll be glad to see you next time. Goodbye.